Jackie, allow me to say this first. I meant to do it in my first sentence. I want to dedicate not just this result, but all this joy to Shafiq, our assistant equipment manager. He is battling a difficult moment, but I want him to see how much we love him, and we want to give him this job. So thanks for that. Right, yeah, we're very happy with the performance. The players have done a great season, but the most important part is coming. It was not an easy decision today to come here in the last game and have this performance. It's a difficult place. It was a moment for us that just being qualified in the second place, we gotta take care of some players, but also make sure that we are doing the right decisions. So we're good. Very proud of the players, like always. They are the ones who make this happen, and we keep growing, and we will keep being consistent and being prepared for what is coming.
Thanks for your time. Congratulations on ending the regular season with a win. Just curious as to, you obviously got to play a lot of backups in this game, get a lot of guys some rest and going into the playoffs, which is important. What did you see from your team there in the second half after you made those substitutions and Duncan McGuire was able to put the team ahead?
I think the first half, the boys sustained Toronto, brought a lot of energy. This allowed us to bring the other players that were in the bench that are more or has been more regular in the lineups with more space. And then sent a good message about just being or having a depth in our squad, players that are committed with our idea and they know what we're doing. Happy to see Duncan scoring again, and again, I think it's the whole team, not just what happened in the second half, but the work that the boys did in the first half as well was important.
I go over to Austin David.
Oscar, you talked earlier in the week just about the momentum that you wanted to keep heading into the playoffs, especially getting guys that haven't played a lot of minutes, plenty of time to get their feet wet and get game time. How confident are you feeling heading into this postseason now?
Well, we have created a culture here in our team and in the clubs that we're living just one day at a time. I want our team and our players to be concentrated and this one task, coming to Toronto and play this first the playoffs. But now we are in the playoffs. We will be ready to prepare our game. It's going to be a good days and this week. We have time. We have all the players that return from the national team. We have Facu, Wilder, and Pedro, especially, that came from their duties. Getting ready. But all of them today show us that we have a good squad, and anyone who can come and be part of the 11 can do the job. So we're happy for that.
How important was it for you to be able to get Antonio 90 minutes today, and how difficult does that now make your decision going forward into the playoffs, knowing that Rodri played well in his absence alongside Robin in the central defense?
That was the intention after the long recording that Antonio had. Today it was a great opportunity to play him. Antonio has been a very important piece in our team, but also Rodrigo has done a fantastic job during these times where Antonio was absent. So today we just gained another player knowing that we have these central backs that can respond in any moment. Obviously, these decisions just make harder or more difficult, but this is good news for us. It's important as the squad is more complete, and then we have more options. So that's nothing but just good news.
Can I say something first, real quick?
Absolutely. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think Oscar probably touched on it. And for those that saw pre-match, one of our court managers got diagnosed with cancer this week. So that was for him for sure. The group came together tonight, and it was special. So we definitely going to keep going and do it for him. So I want to say that first of all. And then I want to say thank you to my wife. She flew all the way from Orlando this morning just to watch me play. And that means a lot to me. I just want to say thank you to her as well. So
Awesome. Thanks, Mace. Just to start there, clean sheet, but also you picked up your first assist. How are you feeling after the match tonight?
Yeah, it's a great win for the boys. A good way to end the regular season. A lot of guys came in tonight. You know, Mikey, Luca, Felipe, Urso. I know I'm missing guys. Antonio. You know, a lot of guys that battled adversity this year, got their opportunities and took advantage of it as a team. So it's a great win.
Thanks, Mason. We're going to open up with Austin David.
Hey, Mason. I guess just going into this game, you had an opportunity to play once again. I know we talked earlier in the season about how much you wanted to kind of prove yourself as a caliber keeper within this league. How gratifying is it to not only get that clean sheet here in the last game of the season, but also to have this momentum for you as well as the team heading into the playoffs?
Yeah, it feels amazing. I think, like I said before, to put the exclamation point on the end of the regular season, keep the momentum going for the playoffs, keep it rolling. It's going to be huge for us. And then personally, it obviously means a lot. You know, unfortunately, as a second goalkeeper, sometimes you don't get a lot of opportunities and you need to be ready when your name is called. So, you know, all that work I put in this year on the field, training ground, everything, videos with our video guys, Zach, you know, in the gym with Sergio, you know, everything, you know, when it all comes off on match day, it really means a lot.
We'll go over to Michael Citra.
Hey, Mason, thanks for your time. Just curious, this was a game for Toronto, first game under a new coach. Obviously, Michael Bradley retiring after this game, potentially an emotional day in Toronto for them. It seemed like they started brightly and had a lot of energy early going. Could you feel that on the field? And did you feel that the kind of the wind come out of the stadium when that first goal from Duncan went in?
Yeah, that strike by Duncan was incredible. I hit the long ball, it kind of fell off to my left a little bit. Saw him take the touch by Bradley, and then I started to organize our preventive defense. And all of a sudden, I see the ball hit the back of the net, and I was like, "Holy crap! What a shot!" But yeah, definitely. You know, anytime you play anybody in this league, regardless of who it is, what their record is, it's a tough game. There's no real bad team. There's a lot of parity in this league, so you have to be ready for anything. You know, no matter who you play. And I think it was showcasing tonight. You know, Toronto probably had the better of us in the first half, but we were able to hold it and then take advantage of our opportunities.
Go over to Mike Gramajo.
Thanks, Jackie. I wanted to follow up on Michael's question, Mason. It looked like the team was collectively solid today defensively. Put out a lot of fires in Toronto's final third, and then you had a big stop there when Insigne looked like he was about to have that opener there. From your end, how were you able to see this team kind of be collectively intact today to obviously secure the victory?
Yeah, everybody had to step up and make defensive plays when they need to. Or just my mind first goes to Luca's block on Bernadeschi in the first half, and then Tony's block. Can't remember who's against in the second half. So everyone stepped up and made big plays when they needed to, and unfortunately we were able to keep the 0.
Any more questions for Mason? All right, Mike, go ahead.
Mason, obviously the team's going into the playoffs now. I stopped counting. Is it 4th consecutive years now that you guys are going into the playoffs now? But what's different this year in regards to the team being, obviously this is probably the best Orlando City squad we've seen since the team entered MLS. Do you see anything different considering that you've been with this club through those bad times and now obviously through these good times?
Yeah, Mike, I don't mean to sound like a bit of a smart ass here, but this is probably going to sound a little bit stupid, but we're scoring more goals and we're letting less goals in. And I think that's as simple as it sounds. It's made a big difference. And we got a really tight knit group of guys on and off the field, too. So I think that obviously helps a lot, too. So everyone's firing on all cylinders, and hopefully we can keep it going for the playoffs.
Awesome. We'll wrap up there. Mason, thanks so much. Congrats
Thank you,
on the win, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you.